Palestine will be free. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
And our governor here, DeSantis, denounced our demonstration last weekend, saying that we were supporting terrorism. And it was unfortunate to see so many people who can usually see through DeSantis' lies fail to see through them now. Our rallies are to support Palestinian resistance, resistance to Israeli occupation, resistance to Israeli apartheid, resistance to Israeli genocide. But to put it in other language, we are resisting Israeli terrorism. That is a word that they levy against us as a dog whistle to bring up rowdy Arabs who don't know what they're doing, attacking innocent people. It is a tactic to make you accept the mass death that Israel is carrying out over in Gaza. But what is terror? What do we count as terrorism? Israel was founded on ethnic cleansing by displacing over 700,000 Palestinians from their homes 75 years ago and denying them the right to return to their land ever since. Is that terrorism? What is terror? The Palestinian people have been living under a military occupation for over 50 years, half a century. Gazans have been living under a strict blockade from Israel for decades. Israel controls what goes in and goes out, how far Gazans are allowed to go out into the sea. Most Gazans have never been allowed to leave. Israeli officials decide how much medicine, electricity, water, and food is allowed in. Electricity is only allowed a few hours a day. 95% of the water is undrinkable, and the food coming into Gaza is counted by every calorie. Israeli officials joke that they are putting Gazans on a diet. Is that terrorism? Yes. I'm here to say that resistance is justified when people are occupied. And we saw last weekend the only recourse that Palestinians have left, which is armed resistance. And again, that is their right under international law to resist an illegal occupation. They have the right to armed resistance. And to ascribe the deaths and the tragedy of what has happened, because we do not want this to happen. This is a result of the Israeli occupation. This is a result of the last 75 years of Israeli policies. If Israel lifted the occupation, if it ended the apartheid, and if it allowed Palestinians the right to return, they would never have to worry about this ever again. That's the truth.
Allah, we ask you to help humanity where they're suffering. Feed them where they're hungry, clothe them where they're naked. Give them peace and prosperity where they fear. We ask you to enable us to stand for justice today and every day. We ask you to not allow us to accept any biases that's within us or others. We ask you to allow us to see the truth, follow the truth, advocate for the truth, whether it be for us or against us. As the Quran teaches us to stand for justice, even if it be against yourself.
So what we're going to say is no more genocide, no more violence against Palestinians, no more occupation. We know that the U.S. is complicit in these crimes because we send our tax dollars, we send our resources, we send our training, we send so many supplies to Israel. Every year, $4 billion, let me correct that, billion with a B, $4 billion of our tax-paying money goes to Israel. And just recently, this week, President Biden just approved another $8 billion. We hold you, elected officials, responsible and accountable for these atrocities. We hold you accountable for your support of the occupation and your unbalanced rhetoric that is leading to an increase in hate crimes against Palestinians and Muslims abroad and here locally and nationally in the United States.
So in the U.S., we go around and we're saying this and that, and we're not addressing the main issue here. That is an occupation, an illegal occupation by every definition, by every human rights watch. It's an occupation. It's not only an occupation, it's apartheid. It's not only apartheid, it's genocide. It's genocide. It's genocide. Right now, the U.S. is enabling a slow and silent genocide.
That ain't right.
I'm not saying you have to be Christian. I'm not saying you got to be Muslim. I'm not saying you got to be Jewish. This is not a religious conflict. All we're asking for is give dignity to each human life and hold every extreme group accountable.
Gaza is dying. Gaza is bleeding. The hospital system is on the verge of collapse. 40% of the region is rubble. 1,500 Palestinians have died. The Palestinians are on their last breath, and if we aren't there for them, they won't survive. To those standing with the oppressor, open your eyes. This is bigger than a war on religion. This is bigger than personal belief. This is human life. This is bigger than you and I. All we could do is tell our part in telling the truth. I'm here representing the resistance of Tampa Bay, and I would like to address the press to spread the message that the Florida constituents and supporters of the Palestinian cause to pull out of Israel, to stop arming the Israeli military, to stop enabling a genocide. We the people demand a ceasefire on Gaza. We the people are here promoting peace and nothing but peace. We the people are here peacefully demonstrating for the suffrage of Palestinians. We the people won't see until we see a free Palestine. Thank you.
When Christian Europe massacred Jewish people, where did they flee? They fled to Muslim land. That is why pre-1947, the largest concentration of Jewish people was in Iraq, in Yemen, and in Morocco. Anti-Israeli government is not anti-Jewish. And again, pro-Palestine is not anti-Jewish. Judaism and Islam are the two closest faiths theologically, religiously, scripturally, and even legally. When you read the Jewish laws, you would think you are reading a book in Islamic law. We call upon our Jewish brothers and sisters to help us fight the injustice that is happening when extreme groups take power. You have privilege and you have the connections of your community in Israel to help the less fortunate and innocent victims in Palestine. We beg you to help us help them. Thank you.
The Palestinian people are not terrorists. They are freedom fighters, not backing down to the continuous repression from Israel. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! The Israeli occupation and its apartheid policies date back from 1948. The Israeli apartheid state has continually oppressed the people of Palestine by illegally occupying Palestine, destroying communities, forcing
forcing the displacement and stripping the rights and lives of the Palestinian people. They have every right to fight for their land that belongs to them and their lives that have been taken. This unprecedented act of self-resistance has shown the world that Palestine is still fighting and will continue to fight.
Si Carlos se me va.
Free Palestine! 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 Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea.
Free Palestine!
Give him this one. He doesn't have it.
From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
Right now you hear a lot of conversation on CNN about Israel and the attacks and in a way justifying what's happening, but they are not mentioning the truth to you. They are not mentioning how for decades they do control every ounce of even calorie that Palestinians eat is controlled by Israel. Israel has been murdering Palestinians. That land, Palestine, what is called Palestine, which is the country of Palestine, that's actually land that belongs to Palestinians. What would you do if people come to your house and make themselves at home and then say that that is their home and kick you out of your own property? And then they tell you that you can only stay in a certain part of town. These are the things that we need to keep in mind. So Israel deprives Palestine of water, food, medicine on a regular basis.
No peace on stolen land! No peace on stolen land! Justice is our demand! Justice is our demand! No peace on stolen land! No peace on stolen land! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Free Palestine!
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 Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine is blood! Palestine is blood! Palestine is blood! People are occupied resistance is justified when 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 Palestine is occupied resistance is justified when people are occupied resistance is justified. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. From the river to the sea. 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 Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
One more time.